Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
what was ruined by rich people? Every single piece of water with accessible waterfronts. Edit. Wow, lots of upvotes. Going forward, upvotes will be $8. Hawaii Constitution makes any place with sand touching the ocean to be publicly accessible. Definitely appreciate them for that one. Similar here in Oregon, all beaches are publicly accessible. Housing. Used to be the only people buying houses were those that were intending to live in them. Now you have rich people looking into investing in real estate. And guess what? Rich houses are poor investments. So rich people are buying up all the affordable housing, driving up the price and creating scarcity. I cry every time I look at Zillow. Same. No way I'm paying $250,000 for outdated home that most likely needs work. Edit. It sounds like the majority of you live on the West Coast. Which I did at one point in my life as well. I live in rural PA now, and it seems like the East Coast turned into Cali after I arrived. $4 a gallon for regular gas. Rent for a 2-bedroom apartment approaching $1,000. And old houses upwards of $250,000. It used to be $2.40 per gallon. $800 per month. And homes were going for $170,000. So many things, but I'll say trucks. Once upon a time, a humble working class vehicle for people who need to be able to do things themselves. Now they're all luxury vehicles with massive margins. Unaffordable to anyone who needs them to do real work. And they're all fucking humongous now. I was so excited that Ford was bringing back the Ranger until I found out it's as big as the F-150. Was a decade ago. Give me a compact pickup that isn't 20 years old and rusted to shit. My understanding is that, in America, large vehicles getting larger is, at least in part, a consequence of a particular aspect of the EPA emissions regulation. That larger vehicles can have a worse emissions rating. So they make trucks bigger so the bar is lower. Trying to find a good, work truck, with a long bed and no bells and whistles is a pain in the ass. Almost everything on the market has a damn crew cab and short bed. I need a truck to haul lumber, not to drag dipshit kids to soccer practice. I may be a bit out of date since I left dealership work a few years ago, but the trick if buying new was a dealership's fleet department. The ones that don't suck will find or custom order you a bare bones 2-door long cab for a price well lower than retail versions. Everest. Hey man, our gods live up there, and Sagarmatha is a holy site of pilgrimage for Buddhists. I'ma climb it and die. Quote, don't forget all the shits they took on it before dying. This is why I plan to die on K2 instead. Same. But not the mountain. Colorado. Why is everyone saying Colorado? Can someone explain this for the international crowd? CO born and raised here. Forever priced out of my hometown. Me and all my friends have moved, just can't afford to live there anymore. Mostly expensive due to housing. Also skiing used to be affordable, now it's not. The USA state of Colorado had an influx of rich people moving here from other states. Driving up the prices due to demand. Making outdoor activities like skiing even more expensive. Increasing housing prices. And getting overcrowding the park system. Long story short, Colorado is like the Apple logo now. Slap it on something and it's suddenly worth 10x the price it should be. It's fucked. My $500 a month apartment is almost up to $1,500 a month because, Colorado. It started in the fancy ski towns with $1 million houses and entire workforce for the town. Having to be bussed in every morning because they can't afford to live in the town they work. And it's bleed itself down to the slums and valley towns. So if I can't afford to live in the bottom of the food chain, where are you supposed to go next? The middle class. They absolutely bodied the middle class. I wonder if I'll ever get to live the 20s that people always recommend, where you get to travel and do the shit you want to do. LMAO, I wonder if I'll ever own my own place or if I'll be stuck at home for most my life. I'm in my 40s and my boomer-aged mom said to me last night, this is the time of your life. For you should be smooth sailing and enjoying life, doing everything you ever wanted, and I'm over. Here I'm going, WTF did I do to make my life so shitty? Beaches. Overdevelopment, they fuck it up every damn time. Rich people have ruined a lot of things in California. But one thing I love about the state is that you cannot own the beaches. Every beach is public access. No trashy fences blocking off sections of private beach access like in Florida. I have learned a few things after positing my comment. First, Florida has a similar law to California. But some resort owners abuse a loophole where they put up fences in private property and force people to pay if they want to pass through. Is this legal under Florida law? I don't know. I'm not an expert. From what Floridians are saying, this is a fairly uncommon practice. Thank you to all who replied. I learned a decent amount about beach access laws and loopholes. Ultimately, I hope wherever you live, you can fight against legislation seeking to block public access to your beaches. Everyone should have the right to enjoy the coasts along this beautiful country. Wish it was so simple. The wet sand part of every beach is public access, dry sand can be owned. And some richies will indeed hire private security to patrol the beach. Thrifting. Thrifting is cool when it's rich people donating and poor people buying. For sure. Garage sales in rich neighborhoods are something else.